would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested the
That's why we invited you to this interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal living members of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the radio.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal faith, even in those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community still protested
That's why we invited you to our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire that to besmirch
check. Sound one, one, two. 1, 2, sound check. Test mic. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Test mic. Check. Sound check. Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sound check. Sound check. 1, 2. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Test mic. 1, 2. Sound check. 1, 2. Sound check. Sound check. Check. Sound check. Test mic. Sound check. 1, 2. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound. 1, 2. Sound check. Check. Hey, sound check. Hey, sound. Check. Sound check. Hey, sound. Check. Sound check. Hey.
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted on the 18th Mr. Chair.
komplikado yung operasyon.
That's why we invited you because of the power interruption, and that's why we would like to inquire not to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, my dignity, and my personality, even in those of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted
para ma-improve talaga yung aming sa barangay.
Any confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still protested on the 8th of Mr. Chair.
Komplikado yung sitwasyon.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire merits my or to destroy my reputation, my dignity, and my personal gain, even those of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming sa barangay.
Any confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still protested.
invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire. But to besmirch my, or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personality, even those of my family.
para ma-improve talaga yung aming sa
confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still protested for the 18 since Mr. Chair.
komplikado relasyon.
That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire. But to besmirch my, or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personality, even those of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still protested for the 18. Honorables, please settle down. We have to start our 41st regular session. Hello. Our 41st regular session is now called to order. Please stand for a short prayer and followed by the national anthem.
Let us all pray in the name of the Father, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, on this day, we would like to thank you for loving us unconditionally. We lift up to you, Lord, our worries, burdens, and feeling of uncertainty. May your guiding spirit will continue to protect our municipal officials, employees, and their families so that they can serve their constituents according to your will. May God's blessing will continue to pour on us and help us to be concerned about the welfare of everyone. May those whom you have blessed with greater material and spiritual riches will recognize your call to share with one another. Inspire us in everything we do and give us your gift of love so that in loving our brothers and sisters, we can show our love for you. Amen. In the Father, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good morning again to our members of this August body and to our guests, our friends from the media, and to all our viewers. Madam Secretary, please do the roll call.
Okay, good morning. We are now on our 41st Tolosa, and SB member Christine Hope D. Pagsugiron. Mr. Chairman, 7 are present and 3 are absent. Our acting vice mayor is on birthday leave.
Birthday leave. Okay, so thank you, Madam Secretary. So the presiding officer would like to declare that our 41st regular session has a quorum. Okay, then let's go to the adoption of the minutes of the previous session. But before anything else, no, we would like to greet our colleague, Honorable Natalie Kawaling Paderes. A happy birthday. No? Birthday ni Honorable Paderes. So thank you. So any motion from the adoption of the minutes of the previous session? Honorable Bautista.
Good morning, our colleague here in this hall, to our television, our guests, our televiewers. Good morning. I move to dispense the reading of previous minutes.
It has been moved that our minutes be reviewed and seconded. So let's go to the review of our previous minutes. Is there any correction with regards to our previous minutes of our minutes of our previous session? Page 9, page 10, page 11, so no more corrections. So, any motion from the august body for the adoption of our minutes of the previous session? Yes, Honorable Bautista.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Since there was no amendments or corrections of previous minutes, I move for its adoption.
So, it has been moved, Honorable Bautista, that our minutes of the previous session be adopted. So, is there any second motion? And it was seconded by Honorable Tolosa. So our minutes of the previous session is now adopted. Let's go to privilege hour. Any privilege from the member of this august body? Yes, Honorable Gentlewoman of Barangay Katiklan, Honorable Hope, is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. May I share, Honorable Chair, the event that we have conducted yesterday?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I would like to share,
Hello.
okay. I would like to share to this body and to the televiewers about the event that we have conducted yesterday. And I guess that it is worth sharing because this can give an idea to also our constituents that there is actually a program that is existing. The title of the event that we have conducted yesterday is Aklan Contra Droga Orientation Seminar on Building Community Coalitions Against Drug Abuse. This was spearheaded by the AADAC Philippines, or the anti-drug abuse coalitions of the Philippines, and headed in Aklan by the liaison in Aklan, Honorable Philip Kimpo, who is also the SB member of Kalibo. And we have it was co-organized by the LGU Malay through the efforts of Honorable Abraham Suadog, our acting municipal mayor, and in cooperation also with the province of Aklan. And this was attended by punong barangays, Badak chairpersons or focal persons, and of course SK chairperson and selected youth volunteers. And the topics that were discussed are about the ADAC Philippines efforts in building community coalitions, the role in the Anti-Drug Abuse Council, and most especially with regards to the barangay, the role of the barangay anti-drug drug operations. And as was commented by our NGO, this is actually a different approach with regards to information dissemination awareness in countering and preventing the ill effects of drug abuse in the community, because topics that were discussed are more of practical efforts and have given ideas to the different officials of the barangays. And actually the different barangay officials are actually requesting for a part to this program, and I guess that this could give an idea to our LGU to further strengthen the campaign in drug abuse by using this new way, presenting a seminar, a training which presents practical solutions to eliminating drug abuse in the community. Thank you so much, Honorable Chair.
Okay, so thank you very much, Honorable Pogsugiron, for that information with regards to your, is that a seminar or workshop?
Yes.
A workshop with, it covers the whole province of Aklan.
Honorable Chair, it is Aklan-based, but there are only 2 chosen pilot municipalities, which are the municipalities of Calibo and municipality of Malay, since it is clear evidence that 2 municipalities are most prone with regards to drug abuse because of the population growth and of course the different environmental factors, Honorable Chair.
Okay, so thank you with that, Honorable Pogsugiron. So any more privilege from the August body? Yes, gentlewoman from Barangay Buntag, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to all. Mr. Chair, medyo may ang sitwasyon ba natin sa White Beach, no? Medyo masyadong gulutang siya. I don't know who is on top of it all. Dahil dyan man tanan ang tao, dahil siya natulungan sa natayanan, ang vendors, ang mga masahista. So, I think dapat ka natulungan sa dayon aksyonan. Although siya naman may effort man atong acting mayor at may effort man ang before pa ang aton suspended mayor. So, as of yesterday, nagpangutana ako sa dahil may meeting kami sa DFI EXCOM. Present ang new assistant hotel itaton nga chairman DFI dati, no? Ay naghambay imaw nga si si Lindo ang balik nila nga GM ni Mr. Henry. Sugot to si Mr. Henry nga gamiton ang aton nga ato sa may Paradise Garden.
Yeah, actually, I have heard that it was negotiated by our acting mayor and some members of the community that the vacant lot owned by Henan.
Mga 916 by something ko na.
I think the 2 registered or accredited association, Mabuven and the Muslim group. Parang ito sa naibutan.
Hopefully, Mr. Chair, sa aton siguro nga side, dapat we have to create a resolution para ma-fast track ang pag-assist sa ating mga workers para mas mapadali ang dahil. Siyempre, set up sa dahil. Hindi naman basta nga buksan ni Mr. Chusoy okay yung dayon, di ba? May mga set up nga maging mas sa sadya ng kinahanglan nato mag-obra resolution para mabutang gid sa tama kung paano naton ibulig ang aton nga department para masigurado nga ang andang sitwasyon.
Yes, even though that our municipal mayor, acting mayor is working with us, from the legislative, we can pass a resolution urging them to fast track now.
So, sadya kami nga sistema mayor nga medyo Mr. Chair nga medyo siguro naghumo kung man ang aton nga sa kay chairman, so sa amon nga former chairman, so medyo mas dali imo kinahanglan kaysa sa dating busog ang sitwasyon. But anyway, Mr. Chair, maobra kita resolution siguro para mas mabuligan kung may mga pinansyal nga kinahanglan sanda ay makabuo kita sa kiri nga budget sa aton nga disaster tawag na di ba nga? Ano ang classified imo as disaster ginamaan sa human disaster na displace ato mga workers ba, Mr. Chair, para mabutang nato sa pastar ba nga ma-support ato ng effort itaton ng acting mayor nga matapos sundan.
Okay, so are you appealing to have a motion, or you are going to have a motion, and then what is the date of
I want the comment of the other colleague in this study.
Okay, so if there's any comment or any addition to the statement of Honorable Graf from the August study. Okay, Honorable gentleman from Balabag, Honorable Bautista, please. Thank you, thank you, SB Graf, for bringing the matter this plenary. And I want to know what will be the tenor of the resolution. That I'm also asking Honorable Graf if what is the tenor of our resolution. It is ako thank you kung kay Mr. Chosoy o
it's
certificate of resolution of appreciation.
I think it's more of ang iniisip ako na it's not just property nga makahalin sanda. It's a kind of setup na pwede mabuligan sanda financially. Siguro may ma-access man kita sa kiri nga budget para mabuligan ang pag-set up. Hindi lang pwede nga madalang kautot umbrella, madalang kautot lamisa, that's it. You know, you have to make it a bit presentable. Nga medyo hindi, madalang kahuya, yung sayo doon, itong kalsada, dugangan para ito, sayo doon na set up. I mean, we have to make it, them feel na may dignidad, madalang ng sitwasyon, bukod na naging kahuyan sa ni Mr. Chusoy, kundi nagitawan man doon sa dait haliga, handa paghalin sa kalsada o sa kalye na mabutang sana sa tama na may andaman na set up din ba maski bahay kubo man na sa kiri-kiri matabat na Mr. Chair na may design sa kiri nga medyo kakabagay masala sa beachfront location na latandya nga bukod sa mobile
tropical na design
very cheap lang maski kung tawag gani maski street dock lang basta terno baga tanan nga medyo may motif baga may theme nga mahalin siguro sa aton nga may makita nga budget na aton i-approve kung ano mga budget nga ngayon sa LGU maski sang kiri maibuli ko to nga masit up sa tama, Mr. Chair. Pero ako
Mr. President, gusto ko masaya ano ba agreement between the lot owner and the LGU? So we have to enter the agreement with the lot owner for free with corresponding payment or less of the property. So dapat if there's an ongoing transactions here. Ongoing transactions with the acting mayor and with the lot owner or Mr. Chosoy. So I think we have to know first what are the agreement that agreed to. So to spend and for you have to prepare. And as you mentioned, dapat should be like this, no? So we have to wait first. That what will be the agreement between the lot owner and the LGU as represented by the acting mayor. I think that is a good decision, no? Because as of this time we don't know yet what is the move of our acting mayor. But I heard that he initially talked to Mr. Henry Chosoy and Mr. Chosoy agreed, but with a certain period of time. So so that we can help them develop the area, we need a memorandum of agreement with the owner of the land and our municipal mayor, and we have to pass a resolution that our mayor ginakuha nato limaw nga mag-obra, magkipagmuwa sa kay Mr. Susoy. So yung mga nero, na say, we have to know first, ano ba agreement?
Yes, what are the contents of the MOA?
Ay baka a certain period of time, 3 months lang, 4 months,
9 months.
and then we will be spending a lot of funds for that purpose, then 3 months lang gali. So, hindi siya viable.
Okay.
So anyway, it was started by the former, by the suspended mayor, and the continuity of its transactions with his acting mayor. Kung ito na istoryahan. And after that, that's the time that we have to do something, especially when it really needs funding, then that's the time that we will appropriate funds for that purpose.
Okay, so thank you with that inputs, Honorable Bautista. So are you amenable with that,
Yeah,
Honorable
that's
Graf?
okay. That's why I needed their input,
Yeah.
no? Because one other thing, Mr. Chair, na problema ginaton, mag-agi ko dyan sa meron ko kung natrapagawas ka sa mapaho.
Oh,
Ang human na ba, tawag na ito nga, Mother Nature na ito nga whole. Agi ka man ito sa may talang na access roads baga from the beach to the karsada, ako mabaho. Because we
because of
have
the jingle bells.
we have no jingle bells. Andiyan ko pang tatas pa, baho o taran.
Okay.
May mga, I think we have to have an immediate solution also to that because it's no longer acceptable. May mga
Basically,
pero ang
successful naman.
Ibukon ba na
So, thank you with that, Honorable Graf, and then maybe we have to remind our municipal auxiliary police that they have to implement this ordinance, no, with regards to jingle, call of nature, not inside with the bathroom, no. Okay, so thank you, Honorable Graf. So, some more privilege. So, hearing none, let's go to question hour. Do we have any guest? We don't have invited guests. Okay, so let's go to incoming and referrals.
Okay, for our incoming referrals, we have here a referral of the zoning administrator and request for endorsement for issuance of zoning and building permit of the following. First is Jesselyn Manisan, as built of 3-story 9 rooms residential and commercial building apartment. Second is 2-story 8 rooms residential and commercial building located at Barangay Balabag. Second is Joraline Giwan, as built plan of 3-story 7 rooms residential and commercial building at Sitio Amon, Barangay Manok-Manok. Third is Herbert Reyna Sido, as built plan of 1-story 1-room residential and commercial building with office at Sitio Cagban, Bubon, Barangay Manok-Manok. Mr. Noel Sacapanyo, as built 2-story 2 rooms residential and commercial building with attic at Barangay Balabag. Another Mr. Noel Sacapanyo, as built 2-story 8 rooms residential and commercial building at Barangay Balabag. Third, Mr. Noel Sacapanyo, as built 2-story 3 rooms residential and commercial building at Barangay Balabag also. Spouses Maria Vivian and Dante Eliseo, proposed 3-story commercial building at Barangay Katiklan. Donnie's Choice Food Processing Export and Import Corporation, proposed 1-story 1-room commercial building at Barangay Katiklan. Next is Lovely Antonio, as built of 1-story 4 rooms residential and commercial building at Barangay Katiklan. Katiklan Burangay Motorboat Service Cooperative, CBT-MPC, as built of 3-story office building with roof deck at Barangay Katiklan. Last is Transair Development Holdings Corporation, as built of renovation and addition of existing terminal building for international operations at Barangay Katiklan. Engineer Juan.
Hello po, good morning.
Okay, so good morning, Engineer Joanne, and kindly present now your clients.
Ano sir,
cancel na yun. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Mainland lang sir ang ating application. First proponent is Spouses Maria Vivian and Delisio. Name of project is proposed 3-story commercial building plus an aluminum supply. Area is 261 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration owned by Ganito USS 2BB. Deed of absolute sale and deed of donation between USS 2BB by mutual spouses Maria Vivian and Eliseo. Sale classification is medium density commercial zone C2, located at Barangay Katiglan. Authorized representative po si Ma'am Vivian.
Okay, so good morning, Ma'am Vivian. Okay, so committee on the chairman of the committee on land use. Any clarification with regards to the application of Asgard land by Ms. Vivian?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a proposed story, di ba?
Sir.
Not as well.
Not as yet, sir.
During the evaluation or the inspection of the zoning office, is there any problem on
Nag-ongoing na si Ma'am, sir. Issue na kami notice of violation.
So did what happened on the notice of violation? It was followed or?
Yes, sir. Nag-follow man si Ma'am.
Thank you very much. So anyway, this will be inspected. Signing. Let's let the zoning office to make the schedule of the inspection.
Okay. So, anong violation, ma'am?
Nag-ongoing, sir. No, makita locational clearance sa application.
So may mga penalties na.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay na. Check in. Okay, next.
Our next applicant is Domi's Choice Food Processing Export and Import Corporation. Proposed 1-story, 1-room commercial building, office with storage facility. Area is 239 square meters. Right over land is declaration owned by Lia Bautista. Deed of absolute sale of portion of land between Lia Bautista and Reynaldo Sumiller. Contract of lease between Reynaldo Sumiller and Domi's Choice Food Processing Export and Import Corporation. Sale classification is medium density commercial zone C2, located at Barangay Katiglan. Present po si Sir Jaime Fernando.
Okay, so good morning, Mr. Hayden Fernando.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chairman of the committee.
Sinabit area?
Sa Tabong Bukid Estate.
May storage. How big is the storage? So when storage, may ice plant?
Wala, but referring mo.
Container van, sir, storage.
So with generator, of course, I simply pang ma-burn out, may generator dito.
Okay, baka.
So ngayon ba, mga din sa area, ba?
Mga iyo, sir. Oo.
Okay, so anyway, the construction is not started. Started na ba? Wala ba?
Yes, sir. Nag-ongoing. May notice man kami, sir.
Uy. So may notice of violation na?
Yes, sir.
So did he stop during after the recent notice of violation?
Yes, sir. Next time.
So anyway, Mr. Chair, that will be inspected, be scheduled for inspection.
Okay.
So may violation, may mga penalty man na.
Oh, mali na.
Hindi mo na papasado ang penalty, no? Next. Okay, for inspection na, it will be scheduled by the zoning office.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Hayden, the office of the zoning and Honorable Bautista will inspect your area this week.
Thank you.
Wait for them. Okay, thank you. Next.
Our next applicant is Lovely M. Antonio. As built of 1-story, 4 rooms, residential commercial building apartment. Area is 289 square meters. Tax declaration owned by Lovely M. Antonio. Sale classification is medium density commercial zone C2, located at Barangay Katiglan. Present po si Sir Jesse Paloma kasi wala si ma'am sa trabaho po.
stepfather po ni Ma'am Lovely.
Good morning. Meaning operational na sir, ang kwan? Ang 4 rooms?
No, kaya ako pang gamit lang yun.
1 story sa residential. So ang 4 rooms is for residential purposes? Apartment? Apartment.
Ano sir, residential, tapos may 2 rooms pa din nga para sa commercial.
Where's the location of this project?
Minuro sir.
Sa Manuro?
Oo. Anong violation lang sir, hay anong fence na temporary, maabot din sa setback mo.
So i-remove nato na siguro, sir, no?
Ang fence made of concrete.
Temporary sila, concrete temporary sila.
Yan ang gusto rin na i-demolish nato nun para may compliance sa setback. May space pa ba? May demolish ang kwan, ang fence na temporary fence. May lugar pa?
Yes sir, oo. May setback yung mga 3 meters salin sa edge.
Okay. So i-demolish nato nun siguro. Ang mura, no? So, mamlara o kwan, problema.
Sir.
Right. So anyway, during the inspection, we will see the situation there. Okay, for inspection lang, sir, no? We will schedule the inspection. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, sir.
Our next applicant is Katiklan Boracay Motorboat Service Cooperative CDPNPC. Project is as built to 3-story office building with roof deck, area is 50 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration owned by the heirs of Lucera Torres. Deed of absolute sale of portion of land between heirs of Lucera to Torres and CBTNPC. Sale classification is medium density commercial zone C2, located at Barangay Katiklan. Present po si Sir Rex Villar, representative.
Thank you. Send the pita Rex, kwan. 50 square meters.
Ang sarap sa highway, sa BTMBC.
Sa BTPC ba?
Sa sulod na yapon Sir Minoro.
CBTNPC,
CBTs. CBTMBC na naman. Ang sa Pantagalera sa cooperative na Polvo. Cargos.
Ito sa Baypera, bata.
Pasulot Minoro.
Minoro, Sir Minoro.
Pamili Torres, Pili Torres.
So, ang cooperative, ano po po sa Pabog siguro?
Ang sa pantalan ng Cargos. Cargos sa buong Cargos.
Okay. So, asphalt, existing on oil structure na lang.
Yes.
Okay. So, sige So, for inspection, of course, may violation, may penalty, lumana. Then may mga compliance na. So, sa kasada, wala akong problema.
Wa man sir, may setback imaw na 1.2 meters from edge.
Okay. So, sige, for inspection na lang siguro, Rex.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rex.
Our last proponent is Transair Development Holdings Corporation. As built of renovation and addition of existing terminal building for international operations. Area is 9,975 square meters. Right of land is tax declaration owned by Aguirre Telma R. Deed of absolute sale of a portion of land with Telma Aguirre and Air Transportation Office. Sa LUP classification is Transportation and Utility Zone TUC located at Barangay Katiklan. Present po si Architect William Malonga, Senior Architect po, Bienvenido G. Tubongbanmo Jr., Terminal Operations Supervisor, and Sir Theodore Michael R. Francisco, Safety Officer po.
Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tubongbanmo.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Existing pa ba to? Terminal building? Renovate?
Yes sir, existing terminal. This is an arrival area portion. Then we converted it to check-in to accommodate more passengers.
For departure na?
Yes, sir.
So itong 9,975 square meters na-occupied ba ito? Ilang portion na utilize?
Na-occupied lahat sir.
Mga 9,000?
Yes sir.
So almost 1 hectare, no?
Yes sir.
Okay. This is only a renovation or new building?
Ang portion niyan, sir, ano lang, 800 lang, sir. Yung existing na arrival, kinonvert lang namin sa check-in area for departure, sir.
Yeah. Yung existing area na may construction, 800 square meters?
Yes, sir.
O 8,000?
800, sir.
800. And then yung patatayuan is 9,000?
Yung lahat, sir, yung
Area.
area.
So, ano ang kwan application ng kwan lang?
Renovation, sir.
Renovation.
But there's additional structures. That's why it became 9,000 na malaki na ang departure area. No?
Sir,
Accommodate how many passengers na, sir?
bali, ano na, sir, sa ngayon, pwede kami maka-accommodate ng 2,000 per day, sir.
Per day, 2,000 per day. Okay, so anyway, we will inspect. Wala namang problema ang banda during the evaluation.
Wala, sir. Okay, man.
So, except na lang sa additional na to the existing na walang tapos na to.
Yes, sir.
Tapos na.
As built.
Regulation din. Ang tanong ko lang, Mr. Chair, can I ask some other questions?
Yes, please go ahead.
Bakit hindi nyo, sir, tinapos yung ginagawa na terminal building doon sa Union area?
Sa as of now, sir, may renovations kasi na, may modification kasi ng design na pinapaano ng management. So, ongoing, sir, yung bidding ng construction.
So, matuloy pa rin doon ang kwan?
As of this moment, sir, magkaalam ko matuloy pa rin.
Matuloy pa rin. Okay. So, may mga changes lang on the design.
Yes, sir.
But still, the internal building, really the main, will be on that area pa rin.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you, Mr.
Okay, so no more further questions?
So, we just schedule the inspection, Mr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The zoning office will make the schedule.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much,
Thank you
Mr.
po.
Barba.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Joanne. Okay, so, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, with our incoming second is resolution designating Samira Court as an loading and loading area for Boracay tourists bound for mainland Malay tours.
Refer to Committee on Laws.
Next is request of the Office of
Also to Committee on Tourism.
Next is coming, Mr. Chairman, request of the Office of the Acting Municipal Mayor for the enactment of an ordinance banning the establishment of casinos and other similar establishments in the island of Boracay.
So, refer to Committee on Laws. That's why we have to clarify this during the committee hearing. Yes, because we have already 15 years moratorium. Moratorium. Yes. Moratorium. Yes, Honorable Bautista.
Since, can we have a letter from any agency regarding is this a request, no? For the office of, from the AUG?
There was a communication from the ILG.
Kasi if may I read sir, Mr. Secretary, the letter from Director Lodia, at least to Governor Flores,
Okay, go ahead, Honorable.
through Roy Defenio, Provincial Director of the LG. This is a reference to this department's memorandum to Mayor Sir Kawarin, dated September 25, 2018, opposition to the Final Upper Secretary's suggestion on the issuance of an executive order or an ordinance from the local government of Malay, Aklan, banning gambling in the island of Boracay. Not only casino, but includes gambling, all gambling activities, maybe online, including how about the
Including Camila.
including Bahambo? Right, banning gambling eh. So, can we consider
No, cockfighting is sports.
the sports is that gambling? Because they are beating, so meaning it's gambling. Yeah. As advised, the memorandum Mayor Kawaling should initiate the proper measures and or banning of casinos and similar establishments in the island, or if there is an existing ordinance, to amend, revoke, or repeal accordingly. Attached is a copy of memorandum addressed to Honorable Cesar Musquali. So this was dated September 25. And then there was also a memorandum from this bureau. They also Attorney Odelon L. Pasaraba addressed to YC, Officer in Charge, Eduardo M. Anyo. Subject, law and order, and the ban of the establishment of casinos in Boracay. So the request really came from the AED as the result of the meeting with executive meeting, I think, in Malacanang, and it was the Foreign Affairs Secretary who suggested for the banning of casinos presiding. Actually, Mr. Presiding, we have already a 15-year moratorium of issuance of permits for or endorsement for casino operation. So I don't think that it still needs, since casino is not an illegal gambling. I think we have to get a copy of the charter of PAGCOR. Ano ba talaga ang...
Or maybe during the committee hearing, we can invite the representative from PAGCOR.
Or why tayo pa magawa ng ordinance? Maybe the President can issue an order.
Yeah.
Kumpan niya, ba? At saka, so we have to get first the charter of PAGCOR.
Okay,
Since casino operation is not an illegal activity, so ang iba na ito ng illegal. And we have already an existing 15-year moratorium. I think hindi na kailangan siguro na i-obra mo din sa we just, during the discussions, we just show them our moratorium, and I think it's almost 15 years, it's too long.
Okay. That's a good idea. No? So maybe we can ask our secretary to write to the PAGCOR if we can have the charter. Maybe during the committee hearing, we can invite
people regarding this.
Yes. Okay, so thank you with that, Honorable Bautista. Madam Secretary.
A, for our committee report, a Committee on Laws and Ordinance regarding request of the acting municipal mayor for an authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Energy relative to the donation of e-rice to the municipality of Malay in support to the modernization of the transport sector.
With that, I would like to relinquish my chair to Honorable Bautista so that I can report my report on committee. A committee report.
Okay, proceed with the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. This is with regards to the request, no, particularly from Mr. Chair, that they have to give us a donation from that department with regards to e-trike, Mr. Chair. So I have here, Mr. Chair, no, the deed of donation, a copy of the deed of donation. So if you allow me, Mr. Chair, to read this deed of donation so that everybody can hear with that, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Know all men by this presence, this deed of donation made and executed by and between the Department of Energy or DOE, a government agency duly organized and existing under and by virtue of Republic Act number 7638 as amended, with principal office address at the Energy Center, Rizal Drive, Bonifacio Global City, Taguig City, Metro Manila, represented therein by its Secretary Alfonso G. Gusi, hereinafter referred to as the donor, and the city or the municipality of Malay, with office address located at Poblacion Malay, Aklan, represented herein by its mayor, hereinafter referred to as the donee. The donor and the donee are hereinafter collectively referred as to the parties and individually as to the party. Witnessed that whereas the donor is a government institution mandated to prepare, integrate, coordinate, supervise, and control all plans, programs, projects, activities of the government relative to energy exploration, development, utilization, distribution, and conservation. Whereas one of the donors' program is to promote the modernization of the transport sector and support the tourism sector by providing an efficient, safe, ergonomic, and environment-friendly alternative mode of transport for the local and foreign tourists through the market transformation through the introduction of energy-efficient vehicle or e-trike project. Whereas as provided under this revised project administration manual of the e-trike project, one of the various approved mode of e-trike deployment is through donation to selected local government unit, government agency, provided that the said beneficiaries comply with the determined criteria by DOE. Whereas the donee is fully aware that the objective of this donation were for the purpose of demonstrating the economic sustainability of electric tricycles as made of public transportation, and hereby accepts the e-trike in full consideration thereof, and such is reflected in the deployment plan of the city. Whereas, notwithstanding that the mode of deployment is through donation, the DOE ensures that the project's objective of transforming the market is still attained with additional benefits of the complementing the national government initiative on sustainability and inclusive growth. And whereas the LGU government agency has the necessary qualification criteria and has been chosen as one of the beneficiaries of the e-trike deployment to be used for public transportation through donation. Now, therefore, and in consideration of the foregoing premises, the parties are to address as follows. The donor hereby voluntarily transfer and conveys by way of donation unto the donee the units of e-trike, more particularly described as the attached list Annex A, free from all liens, encumbrances, and charge of whatever kind. That the obligation of the parties to this donation are defined hereafter. The DOE or the Department of Energy shall deliver the e-trike units to the DOE determined delivery point after the execution of the deed of donation by both parties. The supplier of the DOE will register the e-trike units in LTO, including the comprehensive insurance before delivery to the LGU government agency for the first year, and the succeeding year will be the account of the identified driver recipient of the LGU or government agency. Oversee and coordinate the implementation, monitoring, evaluation of the program periodically or annually, and for a period of 3 years from the time of this delivery and acceptance by the LGU or government agency. Provide technical assistance in the establishment of e-trike office for a period of 3 years from delivery and acceptance by the LGU government agency. Ensure the LGU or government agency properly maintain the e-trikes and monitor the operation of e-trikes to ensure compliance to the condition in the agreement periodically or annually and for 3 years in accordance with the approved deployment plan. The municipality of Malay shall, the LGU government agency shall receive and make the final acceptance of these units and accomplish all the necessary documentation, such as but not limited to the receipt of the property transfer report, so that the latter shall automatically take the ownership of the units, including all accountabilities and responsibilities attached thereto. Number 2, strictly comply with the provision of the deployment plan approved by the EDB, and copy of which is here to attach as Annex AE of this deed of donation. The deployment plan provides for all the responsibilities of the recipient LGU government agency for the donated e-trikes within a period of 3 years from the date of that actual delivery and acceptance of the e-trike units. Notify the OE in writing of any compliance of the terms as provided for the Memorandum of Agreement, the deployment plan and the deed of donation, and the submit the justification and action to be taken thereon for consideration of DOE every 6 months for a period of 3 years from the actual delivery and acceptance of the e-trike units, and submit and prepare regular reports to DOE every 6 months from actual delivery and acceptance of the e-trike. So that is the responsibility of the municipality. Number 3, the donee hereby accepts the donation of the e-trikes together with the conditions herein imposed, and hereby express its gratitude and appreciation for the assistance and decision of the donor to donate these e-trikes to the herein donee. Number 4, that the event the donee failed to comply with its commitments in the deployment and under the deed of donation after 1 year from actual delivery and acceptance of the e-trike units, and such non-compliance is brought to the attention of in writing the donor, his deed of donation is deemed automatically revoked, and the donor shall regain ownership over the e-trikes and shall have the right to process the e-trikes extrajudicially. So that is the content of the Memorandum of Agreement, Mr. Chair. And so I think it is the responsibility of the LGU to have or to choose any fleet management, no? Because it was mentioned here will be the sa pagtawag natin sa LGU ay it is our full responsibility, no? To maintain the condition of the e-trike, Mr. Chair. So it was not also mentioned here, Mr. Chair, that we have financial obligation with regards to the e-trike, no? So it means wala tayo financial obligation because it is donation, Mr. Chair. So maybe some more clarification with regards to this memorandum. It was attached here also, Mr. Chair, the specification of the e-trike, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is there any query more regarding the donations of this e-trike or about this? Malay. So, yes, this will be Tulusa.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Good morning to each and everyone. May query ko lang kung ilang units ang i-deliver?
I think it has 180 units.
And then after the donation to the LGU, what will be the responsibility of the LGU?
It was mentioned here that upon accepting those donation, it's up to the LGU on how to provide this to our community. No? So I think the LGU will make guidelines, no? If who are qualified to avail this e-trike program of the DOE and the LGU.
And then after the donation, that units is complied by our municipal ordinance, the requirements of the size of the e-trike.
Yeah, as far as we're concerned, maybe it's not the perfect specification, but it's almost the same, no? With our specification, because we have here the fixture and the dimension of its the door and with the sa mga gulong ay we have here was almost the same with our specified units that we have enacted with the ordinance.
Resolution, correction, it's only a resolution, not
resolution.
It's a resolution, not an ordinance.
Resolution for accepting the donation.
No, we have the policy on, especially on the specification, it was through a resolution number 92, so not an ordinance.
Okay, so thank you for that information, Honorable Torres.
Okay, and then what be the color? Same color or iba-ibang color rin ng mga units?
It was not mentioned here, but I think it is white color.
Actually, we have no regulation or we have no color coding on tricycles, except on tricycles.
Okay, and then the here is if accepted that donation is make a policy for how to distribute the units.
Yes, Honorable Torres. It is the LGU now will determine to who can avail or who can avail with regards to the program of this e-trike. So LGU na mag-guideline pagsanda ang ma-determine kung sino mag-qualify na makabakong e-trike.
Okay. And then if you have defect of the unit, who will be responsible? Ang nag-donate o ang nag-accept? Kung samad siya o
I think it is now the LGU who will take all the responsibility upon accepting the donation. So that's why I think the LGU will create or will invite who will be the what shall we call the fleet who will maintain the conditions of this e-trike. So also siguro kita company who can manage the conditions of this e-trike.
Well, at the same time, the LGO can make yung sinasarge na may charging yan. Charging station. Sino yung mag-provide, yung LGO o yung
kung sino
private company o?
I think kung sino ang mapili at LGO na magiging fleet manager ay siya na provide it charging station o the spare parts. Saan na pala ang ito lang, alam mo, masama pa pinaka-tag-year, no? Na ito rin, alam mo, masama, magpa-charge yung battery. So, siguro, the LGU will make any program with that a certain private company will be the one to handle the fleet manager. No? Because we know that for kung kita sa LGU, may masikulang kita ni experience sa mga e-trikes, no? Kag mapabayad lang susayan. I think that would be a good recommendation to who will be to the LGU.
Kasi mas marami ko pa paano ma-maintain na kasi Indonesia pero dapat maayos may system sa paggamit ng e-trikes, and then after the papers is naayos na for the donation to the LGU, and then the LGU make system or guidelines o paano i-operate, no? And yes, para mas pangalagaan ng LGU, and also kung sino yung maging owner, no? Sa o caretaker sa owner.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Tolosa.
Thank you, Mr. Sari.
So, is there? Thank you, SP Tolosa. Is there any other question regarding this donation of the tribe? So, okay. I have some few questions to the chair.
Yes, Honorable Presiding.
Since having to discuss the resolution number 092, series of 2014 regarding the accreditation, the specification, and have you inspected the unit? Since all of those e-trikes suppliers or e-trikes units who entered Boracay will pass through the inspection and inspection not only on the unit but on the manufacturing of the product, looking at where the made the products or made sa manufacturing area, and of course I was a part of the inspection team before, and we visited Cebu on one I think company, and have tried really to run the units. Is there any is that been done by the committee?
Thank you with that, Honorable Presiding. Actually, the committee was not able to see the yard or the planta of this e-trike, because according to the DOE that they are kumagawa pa man sa area, no? It was on the manufacturer's area pa. So that's why they gave us only the picture and the figure and the specification of this e-trike.
So based on that picture shown to the committee, since as you said earlier, that's only 5 passengers. But our resolution number 024 dated 2018 that we amended this. We have a provision here that on the instance 7, we pass a resolution to increase the seating capacity of 8 to 10.
Yes.
So this there will be a violation in our resolution, since that unit only had a 5 passengers capacity.
That's true, Mr. Presiding, no? Because in our resolution that we have the e-trike that what stated on our resolution can accommodate 8 to 10 passengers, no? And here comes the donation from the DOE, that's only 5 passengers. So, because according to the DOE, the municipality of Malay is one of the qualified recipients of this donation, no? So, it is very understandable, Mr. Chair, that when it is a donation, Mr. Chair, ay para siyempre, komplementary mo na kalintanda. So, but it was not specifically na nagasunod sa ato ni ordinance, maharon lang din ang problema. But according to them, they are on the form of donating something in the fairness or in the municipality, no? So I don't know what will come up with this, unless otherwise we have to amend, no, our resolution that it can accommodate only 5, because in the specification of the e-trike that they are going to donate to us, it was only 5 passengers.
So that's why since we have a resolution, I think we have to follow our resolution. At saka ang nakita ko, Abi, it is not in compliance with our, more especially on 092, may violation pa rin. I think that itong specification, standard to minimum So, ang isa pang requirement nun is, dapat may accreditation. So, ang accreditation na itong requirement, so bago na itong i-accredit ang isa suppliers or manufacturers, dapat makita na ito di ba? In compliance sa aton nga resolution. So, paano na ito ma-accredit dahil it is not in compliance with our resolution.
Mr. Presiding, actually, it is not compliance as what stated in our resolution. And of course, Mr. Chair, we cannot, because the transaction is between the Department of Energy and the Municipality of Malay.
So, the supplier, who is the supplier? So, the OE or the company that supplies?
There was a company supplying to the Department of Energy, and the Department of Energy is the one who have a memorandum of understanding with the local government unit of Malay.
I am talking of the supplier.
Because it was not mentioned here, Mr. Chair, that we have a liability or any consideration with regards to the supplier, since that it was already on the Department of Energy. So it means it's the government to the government program. And I would like to remind Mr. that this is a donation.
I know it's donation. Ito ba dapat sumakay mo sa atong regulasyon? Sumunod ang policy. is to follow our policy. It's a frame nga, but we have our policy to be followed. Or else, may problema na, that's what will happen then sa mga existing tribes dahil we are violating our policy. We followed our policy and now it comes now a donation na rin, pero violation sa itong policy. So, kung marami.
That's why, Mr. Chair, no, since that this is a donation and it is now on, I talk no, na kinanglan na nilang i-donate sa aton. So, I think we can amend always our resolution because a resolution is not an ordinance, it's only an expressing of those. No? And then, we have to accommodate, for my own observation, Mr. Chair, we have to accommodate this one in favor of our constituents. No? Because, kumbaga, palitan niya it's already here. No? It's ready for donation. And actually, it is not for the government itself, but for the community.
Saya na doon. Saya na doon. Pero ako binangan nagkapuyuhan nga mo sa atong polisiya. Diba?
So, I think, Mr. Chair,
naman yung doing is donating. Pero, may violation nga sa policy na doon. So, atong awan na doon, mga natabo sa Boracay nga na, dahil pinasunod na itong mga regulasyon. So now, they are imposing certain policies na dapat isundon. Tapos na, it comes now to government giving this donation to us. Ang violation sa itong policy, so parang ironic ba? Nakita ko.
Mr. Chair, actually, it was, for the first place, it was a donation.
Yeah, no, it's donation.
And the e-trike, Mr. Chair, is compliant to LTO standards. No? So what specified by the LTO with regards to the e-trike, they complied, Mr. Chair, as what they have said that they are compliant to LTO standards.
We have also regulation. Anyway, okay, I hear comments from the
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was listening to the regulation, and I think, as we mentioned, many times, we have now a problem talaga with regards to our transport system because me personally, I am very environment conscious na pag-abot sa transport. That's why I don't own any vehicle sa Boracay, motorized. But we're talking about at the moment, no, gahangin tuman kita dahil puro ano ba hire o akila ang tanong ng mga sasakyan. Puti lang ng matatura, kita mo bawo na sasakyan since our ordinance or resolution is now 8 packs minimum to 10. So since this is a 5 maximum, meaning it's smaller, no, capacity. So maybe this is a solution, Mr. Chair, ako malang ang comment to, sa atong problema sa pag-akila. Dahil kung akila, normally 2 people, 3 people, manabutan. So, if we can create another, that yung klase ba, itong sinakyan ang public at ang chartered, at this can actually solve our charter problem para hindi mag-compete ang mga pasahero nga for pick up, ang mga pasahero nga nailat privado nga sasakyan. You can call them, they can come to you, they can go to pick up passenger. Actually, they should not be picking up passenger along the, they should be called para sa may table ba,
on call
ka. May antang area, diba, sa Timol, gusto mag-uli sa Piapa. You call them, they come, but they will never, not anymore compete with our regular passenger mga sasakyan since we need a bigger vehicle to accommodate more people, diba? But here comes donation, siya na ito sakay sa aton ng ordinansa. So, in order to accommodate more passengers na may need, specific need na ako turista, gusto ko mag-uli sa Yapak or to sa Dinilid or to sa but I want to hire. So by certain, ito, nakita mo problema, Mr. Chair. I think that will be one solution sa atong problema tangga. We expect we'll grow more or will be worse by December, Mr. Chair. Yeah. So I think it's time to
proposal is this e-trike. This is
it's given to us. Let's accept it.
By capacity. So on call sila.
Parang
so,
Grab.
Sa mga bahay na.
Parang Grab. Unahan tayo.
I think that's a good suggestion, no, that the government can operate this eat rights kung hindi man pwede sa for the individuals. It's kung na nga harapag arkilado tawag. That's why Mr. Chair, no, the may mga programa ang LG ang ano. It's because of our sa aton nga mga kibahan mga lapses pala. Ay mo ganun nga may karon diyan ang Europor nga tunga jeep. Ngay mo na ta ng biyahe ron halata lagarit na ta imaw. Dahil galing sa kinobraman itaton nga mga ibang drivers nga nagapamili pasayro, no. So I think this one pwede na yung obrahan at guidelines itaton nga local government kung ano nga mga paagi para masolve natin nga problema sa aton nga traffic system.
So, ang problema natin sa transport, ang implementation mo lang eh.
Yes, implementation.
Ano mayaan na kasi nakita ko ba nga ang mga in-track pa karoon, kapila-pila system, which is in violation sa andarong nga si PC.
The same with the tricycle, Mr. Chair.
Ay, yung mga nilika pero bayan lang mga una. So, ang problema natin sa implementation, aton nga regulasyon magyapon. So, if we accept these units, dapat nato ng solusyon. Violation nga sa itong regulasyon eh. So, how can we implement a certain law or a certain policy? Kita nga rin mismo magpayuwag lumaga. Or itong mga in-track companies na nagsunod ato ng regulasyon, hindi kaya sa nagpareklamo. Kasi demandaman na kaya.
I think, Mr. Chair, when it comes to donation, when we say donation, halimbawa, I have my standard. I only accept imported. But somebody give me this item. Hey,
sa nilo, ato mo?
Ano na?
Sa nakabantay, ato ito.
Hindi, what I mean is that ginadonate mo lang kimo eh.
But you have also a responsibility. So kung mag-donate mo, you have a standard eh. You have a standard. I-donate mo, sunod sa standard gawa mo.
Hindi, ginatawa sa inyo tao eh. Sa akin para sa inyo lang. Gamitin mo man kasi hindi. It's yours. Pero kung ano ang use katuloy, dapat yung gamitin mo.
Ipahimin ko ba? You have to amend a resolution. So ano sa kaisa na sa ito nga nilo, kung di na ito ba imendahon ka, kita mo magabila na itong regulasyon. Diba?
So that's why, Mr. Chair. Yeah, I'm saying that we can always amend our resolution.
So you want to amend it?
Maybe from 8 to 10, we can make it 5 to 10.
Para yung specification, you have to amend also. Diba? Sa standard specification na ito, we have to amend this also. So two resolutions will be amended in favor of this donation.
Yes, the specification of the e-track and carrying the passenger.
And the issue now, we will amend this resolution. Do you think na sabi mo nga yung mga in-track company nga nagsunod sa atin, hindi ka na mag-reklamo sa naroon?
No, in amending the resolution, Mr. Chair, we see to it that they will not be affected. For example, the width is only, the passenger is 8 to 10 passengers. So we can make it from 5 to 10 passengers.
So we have to change now the specifications.
And then the specification from 5 inches to 10 inches, we can make it as 3 inches to 10 inches, something like that. So that the donation from the Department of Energy ay makasulod man sa aton.
Ang sa ato kanina ng purpose na sa spacious and affordability, we know sacrificing safety and security. Ang purpose mo na naging pa nato ng standard specification para ang makuhaan.
So what will happen, Mr. Chair, is that we have to, if the resolution will be amended, we should put that to the e-trike, that this e-trike can accommodate only 5 passengers, this one can accommodate 8, this one can accommodate 10. So, parang ganun ba?
And I'm sure in the future, because everybody will follow na. This is, of course, the cost is fixed. Diba? And even the rent maybe, no?
Yeah, the boundary.
Program boundary, ay magbarato man. Pero ang problem is, sa ato mga pasahero, ang wala ito matanaw ulit mayroon, kung pwede magpila ba sa kungko, karoon matahuro, di ba? Kaya ko pa mga pariner na nagayag ko na, mas matawar naman mga sakay.
So, they have this...
Siguro ay ang tao mo din, tanawa ko na nila ito yung yung picture.
Okay, so...
Ito na kada sa bilong unit ko, tanawa na ito ba ang unit ka, ito good klaseng unit na. Dahil naman nga din, dahil ang masaya ko, mga 3,000 units ko naroon naka-standby yun eh. And I'm sure it's true na tawag
be seen, Mr. Chair, if that is the case, no? But for the meantime, since that this is what I mean, a donation, I agree with you that we need to have one of these to be seen here in our municipality, or the committee can go to the area and tanaw natin kung pasalo. That would be, Mr. Chair, I think we have to adapt this first, and then on the second reading, we will not carry that in, unless otherwise, we makita natin ang unit.
Anyway, you committee report, but when you include in our committee report, that committee will check the units for something for inspection.
So that is our recommendation, Mr. Chair. Before we approve that on the second reading, we have to check first the unit of this donation from ITRAC, no? That the Department of Energy can send one here, or
of course, we have to amend our resolution.
Yes, we have to explain to them, Mr. Chair.
Dahil, siyempre, kasi nag-stick doon, ano mo, diba, kung sunda mo na itong regulasyon, dahil comes now, we have a regulation, hindi mo natin magsundo, so ironic, diba?
I understand.
Nakita ko ba, yes, donation, but we have to a policy to be followed.
Okay, so thank you with that, Mr. Presiding. So it was recommended by this committee, Mr. Chair, that we have to send first one of the units, and if there was needs to be amended on the resolution.
We have to provide them a copy of resolutions regarding the ITRAC program.
Yes,
that we will get also comments from them.
Before approving, Mr. Chair.
Donation, but I'm sure that there will be a problem in the future for the acceptance of the units.
Okay, so much better, Mr. Chair, if the committee can visit their plant, Mr. Chair. So in that juncture, Mr. Chair, I move that this committee report be adopted and calendared on the second reading with some
subject for inspection
and duly noted with some comments, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so it has been moved and second from the adoption of that from the report. So it has been moved and seconded that the committee report chair on those regarding the request for authority of the mayor to sign with the DOE regarding the donation of ITRACs. 180 ITRAC units to be donated at the Malay. Should be adopted. Subject for some conditions.
Next committee report, Mr. Chairman.
Hello.
Next committee report. Committee on Budget and Appropriation regarding supplemental budgets of barangays Katiklan, Manok-Manok, Argao, and Naasop for calendar year 2018.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding, I would like to report with regards to this committee the supplemental budget of Barangay Katiklan. We have here, Mr. Chair, an appropriation for the supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Katiklan amounting to 11,481,864.33, and from Barangay Argao, Mr. Chair, they have this supplemental budget resolution number 12, supplemental budget number 1, amounting to 567,760 pesos, .41, and from Barangay Manok-Manok, for Barangay Manok-Manok, Mr. Chair, we have here supplemental budget number 1 amounting to 11,861,692.51, and Barangay Naso. Barangay Naasok amounting to 117,741, Mr. Chair. So upon verification, Mr. Chair, and inspection with regards to the supplemental budget, this August body finding that this budget has complied substantially with the provision of the local government code and other budgetary issuances. No? So on that juncture, Mr. Chair, I move that this supplemental budget of this 4 barangay be adopted and calendared on the second reading.
So in the second, so it's more seconded that we adopt the resolution regarding the 4 barangays supplemental budget. Number 1, foreseen by the calendar year 2018, Barangay Katiklan, Barangay Manok-Manok, Barangay Agaw, and Barangay Aso will be adopted. Next,
For award as committee report, Mr. Chairman, Committee on Land Use and request for SB endorsement of Ms. Suset de los Reyes, proposed 2-story 10 rooms commercial building at Barangay Katiklan.
give the chair now.
Okay, so committee chair on committee on land use.
Thank you, Mr. President. Regarding the application of Suset de los Reyes for the project of proposed 2-story 10 rooms hotel located at Sitio Bacolod, Barangay Katiklan. It complied with the setback from access secondary and access road at 5 meters setback from the center of the road plus the parking space. It complies also on our open space, also on the parking area as indicated in the building plans. So with that, Mr. Chair, based on the inspection, there was no problem since the project had started. And therefore I moved for the endorsement of the application of Ms. Suset de los Reyes regarding the proposed 2-story 10 rooms hotel located at Sitio Bacolod, Barangay Katiklan.
So is there any second motion with regards to the motion of Honorable Bautista? Okay, but the one who made the second motion, there are 3 of you.
I think they're very happy with the chair since the first time that certain project has been constructed in the Sitio Bacolod. So meaning the area now is going to be economically progressive.
Yes, wow, that's good. So anyways, it was been moved by Honorable Bautista that application of the proposed 2-story 10 rooms commercial building hotel Barangay Katiklan of Ms. Suset de los Reyes upon inspection of the said hotel was compliant and seconded by Honorable Tolosa as Barangay Captain of Barangay Katiklan. So the said committee report is now adopted and calendared on the second reading.
I think 3 of them are the second.
Approved. Now approved.
Not only
Total budget of Barangay Yapak is 10,484,099, Mr. Chair. So upon verification and inspection and upon deliberating this annual budget, it has complied substantially with the provision of the local government and other budgetary issuances, Mr. Chair. So I move that this annual budget of Barangay Yapak amounting to 10,484,099 pesos being approved and calendared on the third reading.
Any second? So it has been moved and seconded that resolution approving the annual budget of Barangay Yapak for calendar year 2018 amounting to 10,484,099 pesos hereby approved. Next.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, for our third and final reading, first is resolution approving the annual budget of the local government of Malay for fiscal year 2019 with a total outlay of 490 million pesos for the general fund and 15,885,000 pesos for the Municipal Economic Enterprise Department, and an ordinance authorizing the annual budget of LG Malay for fiscal year 2019, the total amount of 490 million pesos for the general fund and 15,885,000 pesos for the Municipal Economic Enterprise Department, covering various expenditures for the operation of the local government for fiscal year 2019 and appropriating the necessary funds for the purpose.
Proceed, Committee Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. So, with that juncture, Mr. Chair, since this is the third and final reading, this is with regards to the resolution and an ordinance authorizing the annual budget of the GMLI for fiscal year 2019 in the amount of 490 million pesos for the general fund and 15 million pesos 885,000 for the Municipal Economic Enterprise Department or MIED. So I move, Mr. Chair, that this resolution and ordinance of our annual budget amounting to what I have said, 490 million pesos and 15 million pesos plus for the MIED, be approved on the third and final reading.
So any second? Seconded. So it has been moved and seconded that the resolution and the ordinance approving the annual budget of the local government of Malay for the fiscal year 2019 with a total of 490 million pesos for the general fund and 15,885,000 pesos for the Municipal Economic Enterprise Department is hereby approved.
Okay, for our unassigned business, Mr. Chairman, we have here a letter from Boracay Water. This is addressed to our acting Vice Mayor. In January of this year, Boracay Island Water Company designed a multi-faceted program dubbed as H2O Highland to Ocean. This program embraces the company's social responsibility efforts and goals centered on protecting the environment, which serves as the island's water supply source and the main fuel of its economic viability as top tourist destination. In this regard, I would like to request from your good office to allow me to present and update the August body of the Sangguniang Bayan pertaining to our environmental advocacy during the SQ session on 4th of December 2018. This is signed by Mr. Adel Lambago, the Sustainable Development Manager of Boracay Water.
December 4.
December 4. Next session.
Next session.
Members and some backup
to Highland, from Highland to Ocean program.
Okay. So, pwede na ulit from water to mountain,
Okay, so see.
to the sea.
Next is the Philippine Councilors League Aklan Chapter is inviting HRS Vice Mayors, Sangguniang Secretaries and Legislative Staff, as well as Honorable Sangguniang Bayan members to its General Assembly on December 19 at 10 o'clock in the morning at Governor Corazon El Capagno Tourism and Training Center. Campus 1.
Ang magaling, may invitation ba ang sa Negros Oriental, no? Sa Pastors League? May natawag ka ako ngayon, Secretariat at the Pastors League, the Negros Oriental Chapter. Kung atin mo nung ita. Oo.
December 5 to 7.
Last
So what ang invitation ng kanyan? Hindi mo doon ako, I will check to the office sa Sangguniang Bayan if the recent communication.
Negros Oriental.
Oo.
Ito muna ito kayo.
NBC, available. Another communication, Mr. Chairman, this is from the Sangguniang Panalawigan of Aklan. This is with regard to the committee hearing, which was held last week, regarding the resolution of the Sangguniang Bayan of Nabas on the disputed boundary dispute of Malay and Nabas. It was set on December 3, 2008, and however, the municipality of Nabas is requesting it be scheduled on December 5. Then, ang December 3 is Monday, is their scheduled session.
So, tayo lang.
Ang pwede ko nakita sa 5.
Wednesday. Wala ko schedule. Wednesday na, diba?
Wednesday.
Okay. So I think we have to wait to give, is our legal officer ba has a copy of that documents so that he can make a review?
Oo. Para magkano mo sa nagbuwan. Evidence mo naman.
FEDC ko na mag-provide.
Dapat present sa lahat.
Dapat tayo,
Ano yung mga technicalities ang
hindi, ang legal na doon, kasi there. Dahil ang pagkusin mo kung may mga prescription period ba na ang, sabi, land dispute na eh, ba?
Ikot ang sulatan sa dana, you are ordered by the committee chair on that issue. Then,
I-communicate ko.
Communication.
At pwede
Ang
na
tawag
ito
na
ma-request ang may invitation na din ang FEDC. At yan na lang sa office of the mayor na yan na lang mga concerned officers. Atin.
At pag matapos naman yun, ano pa?
Basta okay ang bagay sa December 5.
So, who will attend the committee hearing sa Sangguniang Palawigan regarding this matter?
Morning, afternoon.
At
Morning ba?
schedule na din
11
December
o'clock?
3 ay ano,
atin ka mo, isok sa labi.
11 o'clock in the morning.
Rebe, Binyo.
Sa ST office.
ST office.
Nabas.
Hindi, sa
Sa Palawigan.
Province.
Province. Ako ma-request na sa Palawigan ko.
Oh, of course, ang isli tulusan ng business, katikla mo tayo. Bawasan na yung hira na sa last area. Same time, ang population, your tax declaration, if they transfer to them, so your share on the property tax will reduce.
Yes, I did that.
Di ba?
Just commenting.
Just commenting.
So, other matters na?
I will see you here.
December 5.
December 5, ha? 11 o'clock, we will meet at Sangguniang Palawigan building.
I-remind us na
December 5. Ipag-guess mo na.
Ito si Mayor. Ray.
Mas siguro, bakit sa dapat? Dapat ay full force, full force.
Then, atin ulit ka ng escape na ba?
Oo, tapos kita itong video ko ito ko. Puro sila. Kaya man natanong.
Inaagawan ng atin.
Si escape chairman must be present also. Pinapit lang eh.
Oo, kapit lang.
Where is the sinulan mo extension eh?
Pero,
Yes, Ms. Lugar.
thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang atal mo kanina, supposed to be our building moratorium, no? New construction in Boracay was supposed to be lifted already by, or the validity by was until October.
6 months na naman eh.
And but I have no idea, but for not only one occasion, I overheard the DNR saying na the moratorium should still be should not be lifted dahil wa pa na ito ma-resolve para itong mga problema sa Boracay. Manay nagtanaan ng tono. Although they did not send us in writing, but the way they are trying to tell the people is dapat ongoing, i-continue para ito na itong moratorium. So I do not know how to react or what to answer, but there's a date, no? Oh, supposed to be
6 months eh, 6 months.
So paano na ito atubangon dyan, Mr. Chair, dahil ang request at DNR, although not in writing, ay tuno ba na dapat hindi pa mag-ilit ang atong
So, even in the EO 53, EO 56 months din eh. So, naglaps na 6 months. So, we have to issue an extension.
Officially lift,
Diba?
or mabraw man kita moratorium.
No, why not the recommend to the President for an extension? The 6 months lang ang promotorium ng EO 53.
Total niya, nagpatak na sa dadama, nagdadama yun, ikaw ang hugan, ano ba, are we going to allow new construction, new application?
Oo, ako matangali ay.
Imo atong mandato, pagtapos moratorium, dapat tapos na, so we have to start giving permits, or what shall we do? I mean, we know we are in the middle of all this situation now.
Then, tapos na ang 6 months, we have to continue the construction. No, pero ang ako ang tangali na sa district, dahil siyempre, understudy nila ang carrying capacity to Boracay, so we needed to limit. Siguro, ang mga kwartong or mga rooms, resorts, hotels, apartments, I think we have to stop first the issuance of the permits. Then, because nga, this is a proposal for its study on the carrying capacity. Eh, paano na nag-study ro kasi hindi mo tayo dinungan. So, in violation man, or in not compliance with their program on the control. Pero kung mga, let's say, mga dive shops, mga restaurants, then bars, so wala namang effect sa carrying capacity na eh. Diba?
At least it's inside the building.
Oo. Walang mga additional rooms.
Yeah.
Dahil kung nakita na doon, di ba, may naka-600 na ng presyo, dahil nga nga nasubrawon siguro mga kwarto sa Boracay, na utugangan po naman natin. Di ba? So, ano na siguro ang ato nanay, na we have to agree na ang ano na ito, ang construction may residential. Hindi mo po ba kayo tao na, kasi mo puliho na kung asawa, kasi may property, na residential.
Hindi mo ba ito ng mga boarding houses na may mga din sa pwede mo na pala?
So even in our resolution, di ba, allowed ba na? Kung mag-comply ka sa, if you have from, your house is now standing on wetland or forestland, and now you want to transfer in areas which is in compliance na walang violation, allowed ba na ito eh? Di ba? Basta residential.
I think that's the request of Ms. Capanyo na i-allow mo ito mag-build sa anang area, which is right across, if I'm not mistaken, na classified as A&D. Because the area where our house is situated right now and subject for any moment pwede mo demolish, ay kinangayo na rin sa aton sa SB na tawag mo sa DNR na tawag mo medyo i-accept baga imo to sa ano since it's going to be demolished. Manay nga Mr. Chair.
Tapos naman nato nga itong moratorium eh.
Oh, but I think we have to talk about it, to sit down on it and discuss it and come up with one solution na may resolution.
So we have to invite
the DNR, invite the whatever, para pag-usapan nila doon na to. Para hindi kita pagawa na to, kita umat ang saga.
So, with that recommendation, suggestions, is the body agree on the proposal to invite DNR and to discuss regarding the moratorium on building constructions in the island of Boracay?
where we are now, na medyo, paano kita sa ano ba? Senro, Penro, admin, ang tanan.
Dito yung director na ito, ang bahala siya pati na. Ikan order di Pedro or Centro to appear.
Para hindi kita liable sa mga kung ano po.
So, regional director will invite the DNR and Department of Tourism also. So, the suggestion is here. Next session, can we well invite? Wala. Sa Malando lang, we see. We will wait. We will give first see what will be the after we invited the OT. We are inviting to clear this moratorium issue. Okay. Next. Wala na? No other matters? Palapos na. Sabit na ba, Juan? Plano? Plano. So, I think we have to schedule already, man. The committee. Expect lang siguro next week. Thursday or Friday, no? Ano ba? Monday, Friday, no? 7. Dapat tama, 6, 7. So, December 7, committee hearing on the new municipal tourism development plan. 3 committees: committee on laws, committee on land use, and committee on tourism, and about environment. For 4 committees to be headed by the committee on laws. So 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So December 7, 9 o'clock. 4 committees: committee on laws, committee on land use, committee on tourism, and committee on environment. Okay, no more? Pero ba the matters?
I attended meeting requested by Mr. Aloro last week because of the San Castle meeting, Mr. Chair. So it's discuss pa naman natin, but during the meeting, he presented I think Mr. Aloro is the ground commander of the DNR, and he said he received Magic Island, ang Magic Island o Crystal Cove, ang Mahog Island. Nga sanda, nag-apply sa anda, nagapaako matabaga nga Malay ang sanda. Now he's talking about the other island, the really small island. We have to act on it already. Dalawa ka na nagapaako, but maybe later, sa anda nga kung hindi pa natin move on na, ibawa na dapat tourist daw to. So that's but he wants us to solve the problem once and for all. Dahil sa tangja, okay, but later on the problem will start there once the tourists start going there and will not be subjected to or will not comply with the rules and regulations sa mga tourism destination manatan, it will give us a bigger problem in the future. So he's suggesting, or in fact he's telling us talagang we have to work on it, ma-identify yun na to ng aton. It's not ours. They can easily help us by stopping the tourists from going there. But that will also be sa aton because that island is supposed to be ours, but Nabas is claiming it. So medyo dapat ko na itong aksyonan, Mr. Chair, dahil
recreation ba ang Magic Island?
Oh, then, di ba sa, until now,
Pero,
okay, we can ask the, our kapitan, what is the status of that?
It's being, order.
Kapitan.
It's being, Tulusa, do you know the status of that Magic Island? It belongs to Malay or Nabas?
Thank you, Mr. President. Sa akin makintindi mula sa kanuna pa, ang Magic Island is belong to Malay. Historical na ron. Then, Magic Island, in the former Laurel Island, ingon sa naroon kasunod. Laurel is, former owner is the Tulusa family. Okay. Before the Laurel Island. Laurel in the Magic Island is magkasunod lang. Hindi pa pwede ang Magic Island ay mapunta sa Nabas. At ang Laurel at ang Island is Malay. Ang matabo lang sa Magic Island is abo ang tupay na persona, sanday ako ito lang na isla. Pero ako na nakimot lang ko last year, ang mga napabayaan ng NGO. Samantala na sa owned by the NGO, Malay. No? Ang mga tao ngayon na nakabulit ng permit sa Nabas, dahil because, hindi isang katawag sa Malay, siguro a certain of proseso sa Malay, siyempre kinakliman na dati ni Mr. Panico, kinakliman it ng Aron family, kinaklim, sino-sino na lang. Tapos kaya, claim it mga Aron kaya, nagibulan ng permit ito sa Nabas, the Nabas, Region Nabas, issue a permit. Mga tinalaman ako. That area is belong to Katiklan and belong to municipality of Malay. Kasi hindi mo man tawag sa assessor sa Malay, ay belong to sa municipality of Malay.
So the proof is yung tax declaration, di ba?
Yes, the old tax declaration since before that island is belong to the municipality of Malay.
Okay. So anyway, this will be tackled during the hearing.
Yes.
Okay. So no more other matters? Yes, speak to the
Thank you so much.
The lady, not the gentleman.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair, for the recognition. Gusto ko lang ipahabol sa higher session proposed resolution commending and congratulating a certain youth from Malay and from the province of Baclan in terms of leadership. Let me read, can I read first the legal basis of the event, Honorable Chair?
Go ahead.
Under RA 8044, creating the National Youth Commission in the Section 3, which is the Parliament of Youth Leaders or the National Youth Parliament. On Section 13, it is stated the Youth Parliament should have a regular session from 2 to 3 times every day. The delegates to the Youth Parliament should be chosen by the Commission taking into consideration equal and geographical representation among men and women. All delegates should be of good moral character, able to read and write, has not been convicted of any crime involving moral turpitude, and shall not be more than 30 years of age on the day of election to the position by virtue of which he qualifies as a delegate. And on the day the Parliament is convened, the delegate shall elect the President of the Parliament who shall preside during the session of the Parliament. In addition to that, Honorable Chair, that is the legal basis of the National Youth Parliament. It is under the National Youth Commission. And on last June 15, 2018, the National Youth Commission released an advisory regarding the opening of application for the National Youth Parliament. This year's National Youth Parliament is actually aligned and focused on the Youth Development Plan 2017 to 2020. And the National Youth Commission conducted the 12th National Youth Parliament. The National Youth Parliament is a biennial gathering of youth parliamentarians. It means that it is done in every 2 years, and it is amended by the RA 8044. This year's National Youth Parliament was conducted last October 21 to 25 in Davao City, which was actually gathered and selected 300 youth parliamentarians or delegates from all over the country, 100 of which are represented by the SK Panlalawigan Federation Presidents and City Federation Presidents. And 200 were selected from very rigorous processes of application, from written essay to phone interview and submission of proposed and draft bills regarding the different committees such as environment, education, culture, and drug abuse, security, and etc., Honorable Chair. And we are so very happy that one youth from Malay have been selected out of 200, out of more than 1,000 of applicants. In Aklan, there are only 2 youth who were selected, one from Kalibo and one from Malay. And I am very happy that she is actually from our barangay Katiklan, a Katiklanon, and her name is Christina Daguno. And I would like to propose a resolution commending and congratulating Ms. Christina Ardaguno of Barangay Katiklan for the very good job in representing not only the municipality of Malay, not only Barangay Katiklan, municipality of Malay, but of course the province of Aklan in the biennial National Youth Parliament held last October, and wherein she was also elected as one of the 7 officers out of the 300 delegates. It is not easy actually to become an officer because they have undergone campaign, they have delivered their speeches, and she was elected as one of the Deputy Sergeant at Arms, and that is another achievement. And her proposed bill, which is a bill with regards to the allocation of fund for the local youth development plan, was actually approved by the committee, which has undergone rigorous process of screening from so many different sessions in the National Youth Parliament from October 21 to 24. So she had really done a great job in representing our municipality, which shows a good she showed a good epitome of a good legislator that could be a role model for our fellow youth, and it is such an inspiration that we have a Malayan delegate there represented our municipality. That is why I am moving for a motion to pass a resolution commending and congratulating Ms. Christina Daguno for representing and giving pride and honor to the municipality of Malay by virtue of representing the municipality in the National Youth Parliament held last October 2018. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So there's a motion to pass a resolution to commending, commending and congratulating Ms. Christina Daguno as representing not only the Malay and the whole province of Aklan on the youth commissions, national biennial national parliament. So just prepare the draft of the resolution. So any second for the motion, but also within second, so the motion is carried. Next.
Committee hearing with Palafox on Friday morning and in the afternoon with the BTNR
Kalibo, wasa na wasa na kasundo eh. Na handa na declare na that area as then ang Kalibo is tourism, ang sa kanila is sports activities. I don't know ano mga Sige okay, may na dahil masin ang mga po may karon nakahing nakaangkla ko mga kita at the same time, is there really a requirement ba or do you have to have that kind of what is the province and so that we have to follow it? Siguro may kanya makitang development di ba? Di ba? So, may sudyot na yan siguro may mga indikasyon sa ating mga plano. And we are really good. It says very clear na sa local government code that the lower LGU will prevail. Di ba? At tanaw na ito paano ang plano sa atong area. Oh. May kung kinamatin na ito sa plano. Check na ito siguro. Committee on Environment, yun kami. Na-review mo na. I-review na siguro. I-review lang. Sa legal. So, okay na. After that siguro, we will have the committee hearing. I-review mo na ang proposed development plan. So, okay, no more? Any other announcement? So, last time na? Dasig ka? So, okay, so any motion for Mr. Chair? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If there's no more to be tackled or discussed on our 41st regular session, I move that our session be adjourned.
Okay, so move and seconded that